everyone, so today I want to talk about The Girl Who Became Three Boys, which was on TV a couple of days ago. And when I saw this in the TV listings initially, I was kind of like, I'm not really going to bother watching that. And then it was revealed that it had the highest ratings of that night. And then a couple of people requested it, and I thought, alright, there's got to be something good about this, so I'm going to go and give it a watch. And I'm genuinely pleased that I watched it. I enjoyed it so much more than I thought. It looks at the story of Gemma Barker from, I think it started in 2009, where Gemma basically takes on the persona of three different boys, and she does this to basically manipulate two of her friends. And it's such a complicated story, and I don't want to go into the details of the story too much because I had never heard of it. I don't know where I was in 2009, but clearly I wasn't reading the right newspapers and things. Basically, she created fake Facebook profile, well, fake Facebook profiles. I can't speak today, can I? And then she actually met up with her friends dressed as these guys, Aaron, Luke and Connor. And, you know, that was Jessica and Alice's boyfriends. And if you lost, don't worry, it's very confusing, and which is why I think the TV program explains it really well. So she pretends to be these boys, and she meets them in person, and the girls don't recognise that that is their friend Gemma. And it's like, one of the things that's so phenomenal about this, for all technically the wrong reasons, is how she got away with it. How could she be three different boys? Nobody realised. And that's one of the things. It's not just the fact that she decided to impersonate three boys who don't exist, it's the fact that she did it and got away with it. The way that she was found out is very interesting. Now, I'm not going to tell you what that is. You may know if you're aware of this story. But to find out how it works, watch the programme. I was completely blown away. The story alone had me gripped. I was like, what is she going to do next? How is this possible? How is she getting away with this? It kind of looks at reasons why she's doing this, but it doesn't really come up with a reason. It has sort of possible reasons, but it never really says this is why she did it. Gemma Barker is currently serving a 30-month sentence in prison. Honestly, I would have liked them to have talked to her. Now, I know she's in prison, that's not going to happen. But it would have been great for her to actually have her input and for her to say, this is why I did it. Whether or not she herself knows why she did it, I don't know. The programme is told through a sequence of reenactments, piece-to-camera interviews with Jessica and this Alice. Alice isn't her real name because she didn't want to reveal her identity. And I just want to say, Jessica seems to be one of the most likeable people ever. Just through the way she speaks, she just seems like she would be such an entertaining person to be around. She's really great. And I know that's not the main focus of this, but if it was just one of those sort of monotonous, yes, this happened to me, this is how I felt kind of interviews, it would be a little bit dull. But she really brings it to life, and you do sympathise with her, you do feel sorry for her, which is great. It's always nice when you feel sorry for the victims, you know? The story is told in such a way that it is easy to keep up with, but at the same time you acknowledge just how complex this crime is. Very well done. There are a couple of particular clips, reenactments through kind of like something kind of like The Sims, which were clips put on YouTube by foreign countries and things. So this was a worldwide crime. So as I said, where was I? I don't know. Those clips I found quite creepy. They did add a little bit more to the programme, but I did find them a little bit weird to watch. It's not one of those documentaries where you're terrified to go to sleep at night, but it does make you think, do I know everybody on my Facebook profile? What I like about this the most, not just the fact that there was input from the Sun journalist, which was great, I can't remember which journalist it was, but also the fact that it's sending you a very clear message without telling you it. Never in the programme does it actually say, make sure you know everybody on Facebook, and if you're going to meet up with somebody you don't know, make sure you can trust them. It never says that. But that is obviously the clear message. It's kind of saying, be careful. There are people out there who may not just be impersonating somebody for a weird reason, but, maybe impersonating somebody for a more life-threatening reason, I guess. I mean, who's to say how this crime, she's in prison for fraud and sexual assault. Who's to say how that would have escalated had she not been found out when she was? It doesn't bear thinking about, to be perfectly honest. So while it's an interesting programme, it is very, very serious, and it does make you think, and kind of, I think all of us will have people on our Facebook, on our Twitter, that we don't know in person. I have loads on Twitter, Facebook not so much. But on Twitter I follow quite a few people who I've never met in real life. And I just kind of take it for granted that this nice person that I talk to online is this nice person in real life. But you never know, do you? So it sends out a very clear message. The programme is brilliant. It's very well edited. I think all the right pieces are pieced together very well. It's an hour in length, which is brilliant. Never once did I feel bored. All the right people have something to say. It's just absolutely fantastic, and I shouldn't be able to say it takes something as serious as a crime like what Gemma Barker has committed to create a good piece of television. But it was fantastic. I can completely see why the ratings were that high. I can completely see why quite a few people have requested that I review this, and I'm very pleased that I've now watched it. It was sensational. I'm pleased that I'm now aware of this crime, and it probably will make me a little bit more aware of, accepting people on Facebook. I mean, as I said, I don't accept people on Facebook that I don't know, but accepting sort of further communication on Twitter and things. I don't know, but be careful, be safe. I guess you kind of have to trust that I'm who I am. I mean, it's fairly obvious that when you make YouTube videos, you kind of are who you are. It's kind of harder to lie about who you are if you're sitting in front of a camera talking. But I'm safe, I promise. But let me know your thoughts on the girl who became 3 boys, and kind of more so especially if you think this programme has been more eye-opening than when you first found out about it. I can't comment on that because, as I said, my head was in the clouds in 2009 apparently. But if you were aware of this crime back then, because it was forever ago, 3 years ago, do you think that this really helped you understand it a bit more? But let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!